that led to my U.S. title run. So one day, Sin Cara got hurt. I'm like, man, what am I gonna do? They got nothing for me. We're in a tag team. All of a sudden, I get this piece of paper. Hey, you have a segment with John Cena. What? Let me see. Oh, it says John Cena and Kalisto. Okay, I'm probably gonna do something. All right, cool. So it was Del Rio. He was U.S. champion, and John Cena on my side. So he was my manager at the time. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm coming out. He's doing Lucha 2. Awesome moment. And I beat him. And all right, cool. Hey, you have another match next week with Alberto Del Rio. Okay, cool. They don't tell me anything what's going on until when I get there, because again, the script always changes. You never know. You have to just be ready. Sometimes the script could be changed in the ring too. So you have to think on the fly. So that not a lot of people can do that, but also too, you just got to have a good ear and good mindset and knowing what you're doing and hearing the crowd too, because you change a lot of the stuff depending on the crowd's reactions. That's the artistic of being a wrestler, man. It takes a lot, but I learned so much. Again, I was a sponge. So U.S. title, okay, cool. I go and hey, let's just talk in the ring. Okay, all right, cool. So I guess we're gonna talk in the ring. Again, everything's predetermined, and but just to be safe, everything, just in case we do dangerous moves. But yeah, and yeah, I'm just like, he goes out there. All right, cool. And then I'm like, but who's gonna win? Nobody said anything. No. So who's gonna win, man? I'm like, so I'm going out there. My music hits. Kalisto, you. What? Oh, my music. I had no time to process anything. So this meant me.
Yeah, you gonna win.
And I'm like, okay, I had no time to process. So communication within ourselves, ref, and my opponent. And before that match, Alberto Del Rio, that took me to another level, man. He's like, I'm gonna teach you how Rey Mysterio taught me. This is a test. See if you can swim with the sharks or you're gonna sink. Either you sink or swim. So they want to see if you can swim with the sharks. I'm like, but no pressure. Okay, no pressure. So I'm like in my mind, I'm like, what? But again, I didn't know what was gonna happen. Until when I got in the ring, my nerves all went away because again, I didn't know what to expect. I was on survival mode there, but also listening, hearing the crowd, listening to my opponent, the ref, everything what I needed to do in that match. And I'm like, man, I can do this. This is awesome, So getting close to the end. Here comes the ending. There was a finisher, but it was a quick roll up. 1, 2, 3. I rolled out, very tired. I'm like, man, this match is over. But then everything hit me when he handed that title. The referee handed the title on me. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm a U.S. champion. Everything I've worked for, man, everything I've sacrificed, it's right here. It's here in my hands. United States champion. And I screamed and looked at the camera. And they're like, lucha, lucha. Oh, lucha, lucha. Oh, man. Because I was like, wow. And then they even took a picture of me holding the title, just looking at his name, Alberto Del Rio. And I immediately went to the photo booth, like, take pictures. Don't you want the name changed? No, not yet. I want them to know who I beat, who I won, who I beat my opponent with, Alberto Del Rio, who I beat the guy with. It's just like so many things were running through my mind, and I was crying, and people were hugging me, like, you did a great job. And I'm like, man, and Del Rio right next to Vince, like, see this kid? This kid's ready. Do something with him. Like, oof. That was another big feeling, bro. Like, again, just, and then another big feeling, like I didn't take a picture, but they were changing the nameplates to the name Kalisto. They had it prepared already. I didn't even know. I'm like, wow. Everything I worked for, everything I sacrificed, like, grandma, man, this is your title. Like, what the hell? This is so surreal, man. And again, like, just having that title, and to me, it just meant so much. And like having my phone blew up with messages, and videos, and my wife sending me videos of her crying because she knows what we went through. We went through so much, man, that not a lot of people know. Not even my family knew what I went through. They knew of it, but they didn't know the struggle, the nights, the sleepless nights, the me being stranded in Mexico, just trying to make a show, you know. Um, yeah, man, it's just I've been through so much. Just having that title with me is like, man, like how higher I can get. Let me see how high I can get. Let's see what level I can get. And yeah, I was having matches and matches, great matches. Then I lost the title, and I'm like, oof, back to square one. Where am I going? So it was for a while like this until yeah, I was having great matches here and there, but I was sending ideas and stuff. But again, they didn't have much for me, you know. And then the cruiserweights, they became alive. They started in NXT. They had a big show, the Cruiserweight Classic. So the best cruiserweights in the world, from Japan, everywhere, all over the world. They did this one tournament, and I went to go check them out. That was like 10 minutes from my house, 15 minutes at the time. I checked them out. I supported, like, man, not just from Mexico, from Japan, from Europe, Canada, everywhere, all over. There was like these best wrestlers, cruiserweights, the best in the world. And yeah, and I started seeing that, and I started, hey, like, I want to be part of the cruiserweights, man. But for a while, like, no, and until I got an opportunity. I'm like, man, I got introduced by Kurt Angle.
Yeah,
you know, Kurt Angle, bro.
I still remember that day when you were introduced. And,
Oh my God!
A shock
So
to everybody.
Oh man, so it was so cool. Like, I mean, Kurt Angle too. Like, man, like giving me good advice. Like, I have potential, and I'm like, man, it's so cool. So again, it's just talking to legends like him, and just to me, it just it motivated me so much. Like, let's see how higher I can get. And I had this mask made by Tom Savini. I'm a big horror movie fan, and it's I had to go to Pittsburgh to get molded, so it was kind of like a special effects movie. So Tom Savini, shout out to Tom Savini, and his crew, that they did an amazing job. They did like special effects for like Freddy Krueger, Jason, yeah, dude, all those movies, yeah, dude. So it was like real legit. They did work for Hunter, Triple H at the time, so many times, and then that's why I connected a lot with Bray Wyatt, R.I.P. man, a good friend of mine, with his mask. They did his mask too. So that yeah, the cruiserweight started, and that's like, okay, maybe I can bring my old Samurai Doso movesets back into the cruiserweights, because I'm working with the best here. I'm working with real good talent, and they want to see where we can go. That's all. So from storytelling, lucha libre, WWE style, to the cruiserweight style, it's like, okay, now this is like pop 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 pop. It's, you know, so there's more impactful, more high flying, more intense, because I was working with the best. And yeah, I ended up having a match with Enzo Amore, a great character. He's a great talent, and he got the crowd like crazy. So he was a good bad guy. So in order to be a good bad guy, it makes a good guy. You know, is a yin and yang. So it makes the match. And it was unexpected. Hey, you have a match with Enzo Amore at the time. I'm like, wow, this is pretty cool. I'm like, all right, cool. So it was like a lumberjack match, which there's all the cruiserweights in the outside while we're in the ring. So at the time, that bad guy, he did a clause like storytelling that there's no cruiserweights, no cruiserweights are allowed to fight me for my title, this and that. That's when Kurt Angle, okay, so we have a new cruiserweight. He's not part of this clause. All the cruiserweights are not allowed to wrestle for your title. Okay, we have a new cruiserweight that we just got. Kurt Angle. That's when he introduced me to the Cruiserweight Classics. And yeah, man, we had that match. And when I won that title, not only it was a great feeling, it was an amazing feeling, because that was the same night Eddie Guerrero's birthday. And we closed down Raw, the Cruiserweights, very first time ever. We closed down Raw with the Cruiserweights main eventing Monday Night Raw. And me winning the Cruiserweight title on Eddie Guerrero's birthday, I couldn't resist. I had to send a tweet to Ray. Hey, Ray, this title is for you and for Eddie. Why? Because they motivated me to be a cruiserweight. So this one's for you. Man, just getting a message from him back, it's just another great motivation. That like, man, that was a big feeling too. And I opened, I kind of closed the claws for Enzo for now for everyone to be champions, getting an opportunity. And then I lost it against Enzo again at that time. But now everybody has an opportunity to be champion. And then from there, I kind of opened the doors for all of them.